What's up, guys? I want to talk about why you should actually count your calories and track your nutrition, okay? Here's the sole reason why. That this content is specifically for you if you are struggling where you're at and are unhappy, okay? Because honestly, if things are going great, if you're losing weight, you're gaining muscle, all this stuff, and things are going great, and you're happy with the way you look and the way you're progressing, then maybe you don't need to track them. I'm always a fan of it, but this content is specifically for you if you are struggling to see the results and the progress you're looking to have. Because here's the thing, because I'll talk to people and they'll be saying, well, I don't really believe in counting calories. Well, that's a really interesting statement, because that's like saying I don't believe in gravity. Well, whether you believe in it or not, it's a thing, because calories in versus calories out is literally the number one rule that governs all of fat loss and muscle gaining. Because the thing with fat loss is it doesn't matter whether you're taking in healthy food, unhealthy food, a vegan diet, a paleo diet, a ketogenic diet, or Sour Patch Kids every day. Because the only way in the world to lose body fat, you have to be in a calorie deficit. That's all that matters. There's the other ways we can optimize it, and depending on your hormones and depending on all these other factors, some of that other stuff can help. But if you're physically taking in more calories than what you burn, it doesn't matter how perfectly clean your diet is. Okay? Like, I'll tell someone like, oh no, your calories sound like they're out of whack, and they're like, no, Jared, I eat keto. It's fine. I'm like, bro, I don't care if you take in all protein and fat. If you physically burn or take in more calories than what you burn, you're going to store fat. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? That's why it's so imperative, if you are struggling and not seeing the progress you want to see, to track your nutrition. You got to audit your nutrition. If a business is like about to go bankrupt, its numbers in terms of money versus expenses is all over the place, you need to get down and check where every dollar is going. Okay? The same thing with your nutrition. If you seem to be eating clean but still can't lose weight, if you're working out perfect and busting your ass 5-6 days a week and you still aren't seeing the progress you want to see, that's a problem. Because the thing is, if you are eating clean and you are training hard and you are doing all this stuff but still aren't losing weight, then there's something wrong. Okay? And most likely, 9 out of 10 times, when I talk with somebody, when I have an online coaching client or a tribe member say, Jared, I'm eating clean, I'm working out hard, I'm even eating protein, whatever, but I'm still not losing weight. Usually, there is a discrepancy somewhere, and there's some calories that are off. Like, oh, I forgot to add the oil in the bottom of my cooking pan. Oh, I forgot to add the creamer in my coffee. Oh yeah, you know what? I did have that third slice of pizza. You know what I mean? That's the thing with all this, is if you are struggling, you have to take into account what you're taking in. My biggest thing is this, is not, if you are struggling and having issues losing weight and you don't want to count calories, my question is, how well is that going for you? Because if not tracking your nutrition isn't working, maybe you should try something else. You can't keep repeating the same thing over and over and again, expecting a different result. Okay? If you keep doing what you've always done, you're most likely going to get what you've always got, if that makes sense. So, if you're struggling and not happy, if you are upset and not happy with the way you look and you want to change it, start tracking your nutrition, because what happens 9 out of 10 times is, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was eating so much, Jared. Those are the text messages and emails I get when I say track your nutrition meticulously, every calorie that goes in your mouth for the next week, and then send me those numbers. Usually I don't get those numbers because people won't either track it, or within 2 days they're like, oh my goodness, I've been eating like an asshole. I had no idea I was taking in that many calories, because that's usually what happens. So track your nutrition, see the trend and what's happening, because in a lot of cases you may think you're taking in 1,800 calories and you're really taking in 2,500. And that's where most people go wrong. Because even with a clean diet, a lot of people who struggle to lose weight still taking way too many calories. So that's why it's important to track it all. And it's the thing is, you won't have to track it all the time. Usually people say, well, Jared, does that mean I don't have to track it forever? No, we're creatures of habit. What we sucked at, we are now good at in a lot of cases. So, we eat pretty well the same stuff every day. So after, let's say after a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks of tracking and being meticulous, you could look at a chicken breast and say, oh, that one that the size of the deck of cards is 30 grams of protein, is 120 calories or whatever. See what I mean? So that's why it's important to track calories, because awareness changes everything. It's like if you don't know your car's engine is about to blow, you can't fix it. If you weren't aware that, a bedpost was about to break, that's a really bad example. If you weren't aware of like your transmission's going to go out, or if you weren't aware that the foundation on your house is cracked, you can't fix the problem. Okay, does that make sense? If you aren't aware if there's a problem, you can't fix it. So that's why you need to track your calories if you are struggling. If you're happy and love your progress, don't worry about it. But if you are struggling and unhappy, it's time to audit your nutrition. So hope this helps. Talk to you soon. I love you guys. See ya.